This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Police locate man seen in viral video holding gun. Police have located the man who was seen in a video holding what appeared to be a rifle. However, the police have not retrieved the gun. They say that the man is believed to be of an unsound mind. On Monday, the police issued a public appeal for information to identify and to locate him. This was in response to the video of him being in possession of a gun, which went viral on social media platforms. KC students turned away over grooming. Several students at the Kingston College were barred from entering the compound this morning as they were deemed not properly groomed. The exercise started as early as 7:30 a.m. and as students arrived for school, they were told that they would not be admitted. The action left the barred students upset. The majority of the students were told that their hairstyles were deemed improper or not fit for the classroom. "Sir, at the last week of school, we have exams next week. This is not right. The government said they must not turn us out, and this is what they are doing," a grade 11 student told the news. Some of the boys remained at the gate while others went home. This completely goes against what the Ministry of Education says. Most of the students are here preparing for CXCs. If anything happens to any of these boys, it will be on KC, a disgruntled parent told the news. Police extortion trial begins with a cabbie sex worker saga at the center. The trial of 3 policemen accused of extorting a taximan of $50,000 after allegedly videotaping him engaging in what appeared to be a sexual act with a male sex worker started on Monday in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court. The accused, Corporal Trevon Small, and the constables Jason Harris and Andrew Parchment, who were assigned to the Halfway Tree Police Station, are being tried on charges of misconduct in a public office and the breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act. The main witness started his evidence in chief before Chief Parish Judge Chester Crooks, but is being done in camera, reportedly on the request of the cabbie. The defense, however, had objected, but the judge ruled that the 2 main witnesses, including the male prostitute, are to give their evidence out of the hearing of the public and the press. The charges against the lawmen arose out of an incident that reportedly occurred on the night of July 31, 2019 in a parking lot in New Kingston. According to the taximan in his statement, on the day in question about 8 p.m., he was in a St. Andrew community when he was approached by the accused. The policemen reportedly told him they are aware that he was operating an illegal taxi and asked him what he could do for himself. The taximan claimed he told the policemen he would have to continue working to accumulate the money, and they left. About 11 p.m., the taximan reportedly got a call from one of the policemen asking him to meet them. He complied, and the policemen reportedly transported him to a New Kingston parking lot where they demanded that he pay them $50,000. According to the cabbie, who claimed he did not have that sum, a cop called a gay sex worker who was passing and instructed him to put a condom on the taximan's organ. It is alleged that the policemen recorded the act and ordered the cab driver to pay them or they would release the video. The taximan in his statement further claimed that he told them that he needed to go home for the money but could only find $3,000. As a result, he said the policemen put him back in the car, but he escaped and reported the matter. The 3 accused were subsequently arrested and charged following a ruling from the Director of Public Prosecutions. They have, however, denied the allegations and are maintaining that the cab driver concocted the story after they caught him in a compromising position with the male sex worker. A closed-circuit television recording that was captured on the night of the incident and was played on Monday in the trial showed the taximan, however, arriving at the location on his own at 4:18 a.m. and the cops pulling up 5 minutes later. The main witness is expected to be cross-examined by the defense attorneys today when the trial resumes. Attorney-at-law Christopher Townsend is representing Small, while Shane Williams is representing Parchment. Harris is being represented by John Jacobs. Medical staff at Cornwall Regional Hospital halt work after being threatened by armed thugs. Doctors and nurses at Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James have stopped working after armed thugs this morning entered the institution and threatened them while trying to secure the release of a male patient who is said to be a Don. The news was informed that the gunmen demanded that the man be released into their custody, but the medical staff resisted after stating that the patient was too ill and needed treatment. The men reportedly drew guns and threatened the hospital staff. The police were called. Dr. Mindy Fitzhenley, president of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, told the news that the medical staff at the Cornwall Regional are reluctant to return to work out of fear for their safety. Right now, there is a threat to life, and as you know, the lives of our staff, our doctors, is our utmost importance, and so we are trying to assess the situation to see if they are going to be able to continue to be at work or if it is that they need to seek safety elsewhere, she said, noting that the staff also has the support of the hospital's chief executive officer. When contacted, CEO of Cornwall Regional Hospital, Charmaine Williams Beckford, said a meeting was taking place regarding the situation and she was unable to provide further details. However, Assistant Commissioner Clifford Chambers, head of the Area 1 Police, confirmed that there was a confrontation between doctors and the persons who took the sick man for medical treatment. The information so far, which we are trying to confirm, let me make it clear, is that the persons who took that male there to be treated are of the view that his condition was not medical in the main, but that he needs to go to a Obia man who can better help him, the policeman revealed. He said reports indicate that the doctors insisted the man needed proper medical treatment, and this led to the confrontation. ACP Chambers said investigators are trying to determine whether threats were in fact issued against the staff at the hospital. Farmers could receive fertilizer subsidy. Agriculture Minister Pernell Charles Jr. has expressed a concern about the rising price of fertilizer amid the Russia-Ukraine conflict. As a result, he told the news that the government could offer further financial support to farmers who are struggling to cope. Last month, Jamaica received 24,000 bags of fertilizer valued at $122 million from the Kingdom of Morocco. But the Jamaica Agricultural Society has said the fertilizer secured from Morocco is only a short-term fix for the crisis facing the country's farmers and the agricultural sector. Mr. Charles admitted that it is likely fertilizer prices will continue to rise. He said the government is monitoring the situation and could provide subsidies to farmers. The JAS has warned that consumers will be hit with higher prices due to the mounting costs facing farmers.
We are going to continue to work with the local fertilizer suppliers to identify alternate sources from places like Nigeria and also the Kingdom of Morocco. We will additionally continue now our assessments and the monitoring of the market prices, and we stand ready as a government to provide additional support and perhaps even subsidy if needed and where needed, depending on how the market develops. What is clear is that we have to ensure that Jamaica can feed itself. And as we move towards driving food security, we have to ensure availability of affordable, nutritious food on a consistent level to all households in our country.
Alleged gunwoman co-accused get May 3 court date. Sudeen Hilton, the St. James woman accused of the shooting death of Richard Jimmy Baker in Glendevon, and her co-accused Sion Knight are booked to return before the St. James Parish Court on May 3. When the matter was called up today, the court was told that Knight's lawyer Shellyan Hyman would be unavailable. Hilton's lawyer Charles Sinclair said that Hyman had previously indicated that she wanted to make several submissions before the court. Presiding Parish Judge Sasha Ashley set a return date of May 3. Bail was extended for Hilton, and the Knight was further remanded. The allegations against Hilton and the Knight are that on August 12, 2021, Baker was driving along the Salt Spring Main Road in St. James when he stopped to carry out checks on his vehicle. A white Toyota Axio motor car reportedly drove up beside him shortly after, and the occupants opened a fire, hitting him multiple times before speeding off. Baker managed to drive away from the scene and encountered a police patrol, to which he reported the incident. He was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he died while being treated. Acting on Baker's information, the police reportedly pursued the shooters and caught up with them at the Sam Sharp Square, where Hilton was subsequently discovered to be the getaway car's driver. She was arrested and later questioned in the presence of her attorney, following which she was charged. Subsequent investigations led to Knight being arrested and charged. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.